Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read. This is for Thursday, February 23rd, 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but I do want to remind you, as always, to keep in mind this is general as we proceed with the reading. And I do want to apologize briefly for not getting out a reading for Wednesday and for being quite inconsistent with these, which is rare for me when it comes to February as a whole. I went to do Wednesday's reading and it just didn't come to be for more than one reason, several disturbances, but I guess everything comes to be and doesn't as it's meant to, right? But the overall message I channeled for this day, more of what you're meant for, more of what you're meant for. And I feel as if this truly ties into the other messages I channeled before beginning. The first one being finding the value in all, finding the value in it all. And I feel like that ties into is speaking upon small moments, larger moments, even slight negatives or obstacles, I want to say, disturbances, given I had mentioned the lack of a Wednesday reading. And I feel like you're noticing the value in each and every moment, and again, negatives and positives, even if you fully don't realize it in the moment, okay, or expect to. And then getting what you want. So there could be a focus on you simply being backed up by the universe. Interesting, I said simply because it's a very, they're saying expansive, they're saying extreme backing up, even if it doesn't feel like it. But the spiritual realm also working with you to see what you wish come to be when the time is right. So I do feel like through it all, there's a bit of a focus at one, if not multiple points, on your innate ability to manifest at this point along your path. And then uphill from here. Whether it feels like it fully 24/7 or not, this is another kind of day where you're reminded things are meant to improve moving forward. Sure, it's going to be uphill, and at times it may feel a bit rocky and it may not feel perfect. I can guarantee it's not going to feel ultra perfect. It's not meant to. But it's a day that reminds you it's uphill from here moving forward. So do expect and again even manifest certain levels of improvement and joy for oneself. And then it's yours, not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. And it's interesting how I started to say it's yours to carry. So there's a compare and contrast, a realization and noticing of what's yours to carry and what's not. All right. This could be, I know for me in particular, and it might be for you as well, due to my empathic abilities, the energy I'm carrying, picking up on at times, right? Even if it's spiritual, but other people in my waking life. So I do feel like you are, so you're being reminded, if that's your case as well, that energy is not yours to carry. Those emotions, you name it. But this could be more so people complaining to you, telling you about their issues, even if you do care, even if they're not trying to burden you. They could be, right? It depends on the case. Could be more so in regards to somebody bragging. You need to realize when it's not yours to carry and what you're meant to focus on, what you're meant to be wrapped up with, more so going back to the overall message and not to over exude throughout this day, I want to say. Interesting. You can get done what you need to without over exuding, overdoing it. But as you can see, I did pre-pull in the first attempt the love card, the page of fire, and the chariot. So I do feel like with the love card and the chariot on either side, it's a day where you're again being pushed to prioritize what's of importance for you. But with the page of fire in the middle, I do feel like a lot drawn to the reading. I have a bit of a spark of passion in regards to something you may have lost that flame for recently, right? Or it just kind of gets lit and then gets put out, gets lit and gets put out for whatever reason or reasons. And so Spirit's saying, through that, let that remind you of the power you have to choose where to put your energy. What is, again, noticing what's yours to carry and what's not. And therefore, you can have this end up being a very peaceful and productive, powerful kind of day. All right. I feel like that was beautifully put. And I feel like that was a message in and of itself. There is going to be a moment or two, even if it's just at the beginning and the end of this day, or one of which, where you feel quite relaxed in an environment. And even if this isn't your home life, and I feel like you're being reminded that even if things feel quite imperfect in certain moments recently, and even throughout this day, you are where you are for a reason. Okay, we need you to remember this. And you're in the right spot at the right time, even if it doesn't feel like it once again. The number 6 spiritually coming into play, the number 6. I do feel as if naturally saying that there is thoughts of, or one particular moment throughout the day where you think about what you don't have, right? Thinking towards the horizon, right? What would be more ideal for oneself? What have I thought of or decided I'm going to manifest, or just wishing to replace what feels imperfect, or to give myself more comfort and love, and make it easier to do what I want to do or what I'm meant to do, right? But the Emperor here, a lot of major arcana in this reading so far, because I really do feel like it's a day where things are churning in the right direction for oneself in an uphill way. Okay, let's do this over here. Look at that bold imagery. You may be pushed to focus on your fire placements, your fire side, even if you don't feel as if you're very connected to your fire placements or don't really have any at all. Either way, I do feel as if you're being pushed to recognize when you're feeling the most bold throughout this day and why that is. It might be in regards to what you're producing, developing, who you're communicating with. Could be, even if you can't fully realize this, an energy or multiple that you're connected to, right? Somebody that you're energetically connected to. And just as much, you may be pushed to recognize when and why you're feeling a bit nervous. I really feel like it's not you, or it's just something affecting you in that negative manner. And it's going to be easily shaken off, but may just disturb something, or it may make you a little bit agitated for a hot second, right? Wanting things to feel more stable. I mean, look at that, the Magician. So it's a day where you're being pushed to recognize that, again, you're manifesting like crazy. With 4 out of the 5 cards, again, being major arcanas and a sense of passion and flame, fire in the midst of all of which, in the middle of all of which, I truly feel like this is, again, a very powerful day. And it's a push to remember where your power lies, and part of which is in regards to what you focus on. Nicely placing the 8 of water for the top of this pyramid. Again, things building up, things going uphill from here moving forward. It's a day that focuses on you doing what's right for you and for your future, for your present day situation, out of respect for all you've been through, but more so to see things brighter moving forward, right? And again, when there are thoughts of the future, of what you wish to see come to be and what you wish to see potentially come to an end, you're manifesting like crazy as you build, you develop, you create very powerfully with the connection, a powerful connection to the universe and the backing up of the spiritual realm. All right. We will have to cut this one short, but I do more than appreciate your presence, your love and support, your likes, comments, and of course, subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Go enjoy your Thursday, and I'll see you next time.